My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. Numbers going up, I need a plaque. I need diamond girls to floss like I got too much plaque. All I do is chill at the crib and kill a track. You're probably on the menu if you say you rap. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a
Oh, kill the one. Oh, Max, you almost fell. Go ahead, Max. Go ahead. Oh, Lord have mercy.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Listen up. Falcon, you were mad at me backstage. We'll get to that here in a minute. You called me all business. We have a TV channel to run. This is what just happened live on, I had you on mute by accident, live on 12 Ounce Sports. What just happened every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Falcon Meister, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic there, gamble fella.
We'll continue our backstage talk, but you said, all business when I said we got to go live. I mean, we have a schedule to fill, my good friend.
Don't get your panties in a fucking wad.
It Seriously. Wasn't in a wad.
You're getting all bunched up.
My panties weren't in a wad. I just said we have to go live. We can't go late. Roku and Fire TV channels will be dead. What are you drinking?
We are drinking a classic American apple by the Great Blake Orchards.
Nice. I got the usual the Creech, the Guinness, but it's not in my manly man cup. The old lady got me a cup with my initials on it, so they're right there. They don't say GF Gamble Fella; they're my real initials. So. Hey, before we get into it, folks, I don't know if you know, but we have a ticket platform. You got to go to 12ouncesports.com/tickets. The guy on the right of the screen went to the Red Wings game not too long ago. Great seats, great prices. You're going to notice when you click on our ticketing platform, it does take you to the big boys, but the big boys have to pay grassroots, the small guys. So if you're one of those ones that want to stick it to the corporation, don't go shoot people. Just buy tickets from 12 Ounce Sports. You're still sticking it to the corporations. We get a little credit. You get great seats for less. Boom. Falcon Meister, we were talking great comedians backstage when I had to cut you off and tell you we went live. I mean, we could share it on what just happened. I mean, this is a sports show, but we can go off the cuff.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, all good. We could also continue it. We could also do that on the backstage.
We could do that backstage. You did say you were talking, it's sports related, that Robin Williams's golf bit back in the day.
His history of golf, epic.
I think he was talking about the drunk Scottish and all that, right?
All of it, yes. That's how they invented it, because they were hammered. And they're like, no, you hit it with a fucking crooked stick and you whack away. I mean, I don't remember the whole bit, but I can watch that thing 5 times in a row and be crying the entire time, every single time. Yeah, well, you feel like you're gonna have a stroke every time you swing. That's what we'll call it, a stroke.
So, the funny thing about the Robin Williams bit about golf is it's actually, they always say, I knew a different old lady that said every joke has a little bit of truth to it. It was created by the Scottish. I don't know if I brought this up on the show. I love the story of golf. You know, golf was originally 12 holes. I feel like I said this last show, but they realize it takes 18 holes to finish. If you're going to take a shot of whiskey every hole, it's going to take 18 holes to finish the bottle. Shot, 18 holes. It's crazy how obsessed suburban America is with golf when it was basically created by a bunch of whiskey drinking drunks. I love it. I love it.
If any of our viewers out there, like, if you haven't seen that bit, just go out to YouTube. Literally, just go out there and look for Robin Williams golf history of golf. It's epic. It falls in the vein of really how it started. Everybody's hammered, and they just go out there and fucking whack this thing with a crooked stick.
It's pretty wild. Did you see this? Falcon Meister, our Ohio representative, now vice president, dropped the national championship trophy. Did you happen to see this?
I saw it in an article. I didn't actually see the live video. So
yeah, the Buckeyes visited the White House. You know, it's customary. I mean, nowadays it's controversial, I guess, but here he goes. He's going to pick it up. Oh boy. We should probably not let oh boy. Oh,
they're all looking at it like, oh boy.
What just happened?
Oh shit.
Let's go back to the tape.
But on the flip side, like, how flimsy is that trophy to just fall apart like that?
Well, no, we're going back to that. We're going to roll tape here in a minute, but I mean, the actual trophy sits on the base. It fell off the base.
Oh.
He didn't know you have to hold both, and there it goes to the ground. Like, let's not let non-athletes. Who let him pick that up?
Oh, boy.
What just happened? What just
happened?
happened?
I don't know.
I mean, this is hilarious. Ryan Day comes over to help. Now he's just going to hold the trophy minus the base.
So the base, so they are two pieces, right?
Yes.
Okay. So no harm, no foul. I mean, he only dropped the base.
It's just hilarious. Like,
it is hilarious, though.
I don't understand. Get off subject a little bit. Like, this has been a tradition for years and years. Championship teams go to the White House. I mean,
hasn't it been? I mean, how far back would you say? I mean, let's take a guess. I mean, I know we can look it up, but I'm guessing probably back to the 1950s or something, maybe World War II-ish or at post World War II, because of the great American, especially baseball. Like, I think the Yankees and Dodgers and whoever else would visit the White House and stuff. I could be completely wrong, but something.
What was your guess?
In the 50s, probably like somewhere around post World War II, like right around there.
This is crazy.
Okay.
It says while some White House visits by sports teams dated back to the 1800s.
What?
Hold on. I didn't finish my thought. You gotta let me finish my thought. The exact start of the tradition of championship teams visiting the White House is unknown. The earliest known time it ever happened was August 30th, 1865. However, it wasn't even remotely every year. It was just sporadic. And it wasn't until 1980 and President Jimmy Carter who made it a tradition every year to do it. So Jimmy Carter, 1980, is really when it became tradition, which was my original question. But apparently the first ever time was 1865.
So, wow, you're talking all the way back to Civil War years.
Yeah, and I wonder who that was.
Wow.
On that day, then President...
What's
on that day, here, I'm reading. On that day, then President Andrew Johnson welcomed two amateur baseball teams to the White House, the Brooklyn Atlantics and the Washington Nationals. The Atlantics visited because they had won the championship the previous year. The Nationals visited because Johnson was a fan of the team, not because they won a title.
Wait, did you say baseball?
Yeah.
Wait, what year? I didn't know baseball was that old. I thought it was like I thought it was not till like the 1870s.
these were two amateur baseball teams.
But regardless, I didn't know baseball. I thought it didn't start until after that. I didn't realize.
Oh, F off. Baseball is really old. The first Major League Baseball team to visit was 1924, the Washington Senators.
Okay.
Here, I love searching, actually. How old is baseball? I love
1800s though.
Baseball started in 1876.
Well, then how did they visit in 1865?
It was amateur. This is Major League Baseball started in 1876. The history of baseball.
Oh,
references to baseball date back to the 1700s, when in England it was referenced in 1744 in the children's book A Little Pretty Pocketbook by John Newbery. Dude, baseball's old as hell.
see, I didn't know that, and I wouldn't have guessed in England, because think about it, right? Because wouldn't cricket was like a big thing back then. I mean, cricket's like, it's an offshoot of baseball. I mean, they're kind of related. They're similar games, right? In some aspects.
This is interesting. I didn't know this was a history history show, but we'll turn it into one. What just happened?
Hey,
What just happened?
Hey, whatever, right? Let's just go with it.
This is called What Just Happened. We need to kind of confuse the crowd. Listen to this. The evolution of baseball from older bat and ball games to difficult to trace with precision. A French manuscript from 1344 contains an illustration of clerics playing a game, possibly called Le Soleil, with similarities to baseball. 1344 in France.
Oh my God. Wow. I would have never guessed that in a million years.
So baseball dates back pretty damn far. I mean, think about it. They needed a round object and a stick. I mean,
that's it. I mean, think about it. You just have a rock back then, and a rock or whatever, something round. Yeah, pick up a rock and fucking chuck it, and you have a stick and you try to hit it.
Exactly. So, I mean, to get back to our original point, and if anybody's watching on YouTube or X, you can chime in, steer us straight. This has been a tradition since 1980, and then it's become controversial lately. But then, to me, there's no controversy about teams visiting the White House other than don't let these politicians pick up the trophy. There's no reason JD Vance needs to touch the trophy. He didn't play for the team.
Well, or what they should have done is the guy handing it to him should have gave it to him like in a way or whatever. Like, if I'm receiving that and I have no idea it's in two pieces, like I would have done the same thing probably.
Well, you see, if you look here, I love that we're breaking down the video. If you look here, he's holding the top part, but from the bottom, it's top heavy. It's top heavy. You can't hold it from the bottom.
Yeah.
Do you see his right hand?
Yeah. But he should have they should have just picked up the gold part and left the base is what should have happened.
Well, maybe he didn't know. What are you going to do?
Obviously, it is funny shit.
Since we're running the numbers, did they retire the numbers? What? I don't think you saw this, but Colorado, listen, full disclosure, I love Deion Sanders. I really do think he's electric. He's energetic. I love what the message he gives the players. But this stuff is goofy. They're retiring Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter's jerseys at Colorado. They haven't even been out of school for a semester. They didn't win shit at Colorado. Like, what just happened?
I mean, on one hand, okay, I mean, I agree with you 100%, but I kind of little tiny bit. You should wait maybe a few years, but
what were you going to say? You kind of a little bit understand it?
You gotta wait a few years, but I mean, I understand why they're going to get their jerseys retired. I mean, two of the greatest players ever at the history of their school for football.
What are you talking about? Why do you understand it? Colorado's won a national championship before.
I know.
These guys didn't even win a conference championship. They didn't even win a bowl game. And they're retiring numbers. I gotta smoke my cigar.
Now, to be fair, Travis Hunter might be one of the greatest talents I've ever seen.
They didn't even win the Big 10 or Big 12 title.
But they're retiring the individual person. They're not hanging a fucking team banner. Those two are fucking great players.
This is goofy. This is absolutely goofy. They are such narcissists. This program.
It is. I get it.
They won a national title in 1990. I bet you they haven't
hey,
retired anybody's jersey from that
Hey,
team.
leave this up here. Leave that up there real quick.
Yeah.
So, which one of these two next week are the Browns drafting? And I'll tell you which one I know they're going to draft. I'm 99% sure.
Well, we might agree because the Browns just came out and said, because Travis Hunter said if he can't play both ways, he doesn't want to play football anymore. The Browns just today said,
oh boy,
yes, we would allow him to play both ways if we drafted him. That tells me that they've got their eye on him. And this could be controversial, but I think he's the better of the two.
Oh, he is definitely the better of the two. And here's the thing. It doesn't say that he has to start and play full time both ways. It just says he has to play both ways. Do you know where I could see him doing this is on the offense? We need the Browns need a huge injection of firepower, and he would be a perfect fit on that side. So you play full time on that one. And then on the other side, maybe you're the nickel back or the dime back or whatever. You're in the third down and whatever, and he'll shine out there because he can go both ways. And that's where I could see him. He could end up being that could be the best case. I would pick him without a second thought.
You know what, Travis Hunter?
He's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, nickel and dime back, third down back, whatever.
Yep.
Wide receiver because we need explosion. With Joe Flacco, this guy runs. Travis Hunter runs a 4.38 40, dude.
Yeah.
And then just think of Eric Metcalf returning punts. This dude is electric. Have him return punts. Oh my God.
Oh, dude. Yes. He's a playmaker. I mean, just like Neon Dion, man. He was the same way. Just put the ball in the fucker's hands. He's a playmaker. I mean, that's what he is. The
problem is modern day football, the punters are way better than they used to be when Eric Metcalf was a returner. That's why you see less returns. They can get sky high punts at 60 yards. By the time you catch it, the defense has surrounded you. But I think if the Browns are going to draft one of these guys, please make it Travis Hunter because he's multidimensional. Shedeur Sanders is not going to be a franchise quarterback. I mean, come on. I mean, he's not going to be. Here's the thing. Now, and we can go rewind this in a few years. I could see him if he sat behind a veteran for like a couple years. No, he's never going to be. I should be in charge of player personnel for the Browns. We've made so many shitty draft picks based on the name. Would you draft Will Howard? No, we've made the same shitty draft picks based off the name. I know. The glaze. I'm asking the glimmer. Would you draft Will Howard in like the fourth round this year and have him as a developmental quarterback for the Browns? In a freaking heartbeat. Somebody, an actual insider just said, I would pick that all day long. He would be a perfect fit for what they need. It's the exact, almost the exact offense that Ohio State ran. Very similar. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. They all learn new offenses in the NFL. That doesn't matter if it's the same offense. That's the trap. That's the trap all these experts on ESPN fall in. Is he going to be playing in the same offense? You're never going to be playing in the same offense. But I'm saying he's played in a pro style offense, and in the style that he's in, that he would go in, it's a similar fashion. I'm just saying, in the concept side of things, it helps them pick it up a little quicker in their younger years. That's all I'm saying. Every offense is a pro style offense as long as you're not running 5 wide every play or option. Okay, no, that's fair. No, that's fair. Shedeur Sanders is not a franchise quarterback. I pray to God we do not make that mistake. I think Travis Hunter, if we're going to pick one of the two, is the better pick. So because I want to know more about Will Howard, though. Well, he's not one of our topics tonight, so you can start your own show. Hey, don't be like Mike. Don't do it. Who do you think I'm talking about? Well, we talk about. Are we talking about? Not our Mike, not 12 on Sports Mike. Okay. Are we talking about Jordan? Every coach named Mike has been fired this season from the NBA. What just happened? What? That's crazy. What just happened? the best part is the guy in the middle, Mike Budenholzer, his team's going to the playoffs. Like, how do you get fired?
Didn't we talk about that one last week about that dude?
Yes,
we
did.
That's just like, dude, that's just crazy. Why do you do that? Just let him run through the playoffs, and after that, if just let him give him a chance and play. Like, I don't know, it's the worst case scenario. I'm telling you, they're gonna fucking blow it up, man.
That's just wild, though. Every coach name, and then you see the top guy, right?
Oh yeah,
do you recognize him?
Of course, it's the old Cavs coach.
Yeah,
Mike Brown.
Yeah, he gets a bad rap. I'm telling you what, he gets a bad rap.
I've always thought he was a good coach, man. Has he been like the greatest of all time? No, but I thought he was a good coach. You know,
and he got a bad rap because did he coach LeBron? But he had to coach post LeBron, where our team was decimated and had nothing. Like,
yeah, for a lot of years there, because they traded away all the draft picks to bring in veterans to plan around him, and they had nothing.
Right.
Yep.
Holy private jets, Batman! Look at this jet stream leaving the Masters on Sunday. What? Look at this.
Holy shit. Those are all private jets?
I didn't have the video. I should have brought the video up of all the private jets lined up outside of, the local airport near the mat. Look at all this.
Hey, look at the one that's all the way down there. Where's that at? South of Cuba, or on an island in Cuba.
Yeah, that's that's probably the Cuban leader. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
It is. That's insane. Just private jets.
How many of those you think go to climate change conferences?
Probably 3/4 of them.
We're killing the planet. I mean, we're just decimating the planet. We gotta start conserving. By the way, I'll be back. I'm flying to the Masters in my private jet. I hope they have caviar on it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Becky. I hope they have caviar on the jet. We're going to the Masters. And oh, look at that guy in a Denali. He's just screwing the world over. Nothing. I'm trying to get you worked up. If you're watching, you must not be getting laid tonight. And if you are watching and you're watching on YouTube and X, chime in. We'll post your comment. Girlfriend or in-home nurse? First of all, this is born out of a little bit of a jealousy thing, but it's also weird and creepy. Falcon, did you know Bill Belichick's like 72?
Yes.
And he's dating a 24-year-old?
No, I did not know that.
Which is my daughter's age, and I'm only 51. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
But people are tweeting fast and furious this week that they see a potential problem in the future with this dynamic, with Belichick trying to be focused on North Carolina and coaching. Because watch what his 24-year-old girlfriend does. I'm going to turn the volume off because it's TikTok and they have to play stupid songs. She's sitting there like adjusting his pants and stuff. Like he's getting ready for the spring game, and she's like,
what the fuck?
Might as well put his
20-inch heels.
Might as well put his bib on. Yeah, look how she's dressed for a football game. It's awesome. Yeah,
she's dressed like a stripper, and she just threw a long jacket over it.
But she's tucking his shirt in or something. This is weird.
Crazy.
How weird is this? Come on.
That is weird, man. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Like, are you kidding me?
Is this a girlfriend or an in-home nurse? Like, dude, you think about it though. Her payout is going to be significant.
Oh, fuck yeah. All she's got to do is deal with old dirty balls for a few decades. Hey, what are you talking about?
Hey, the blue chew does its magic. She's probably getting something out of this, but then she's going to get a lot of money out of this. Like, girlfriend or in-home nurse. This is
what I'd say is, my God, dude. Talk about, setting yourself up for retirement. That's another path, folks.
what do they say? It's hard work, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Right. She's got to do it for the next 20 years. She can retire. I'm just saying, if she's 24, she does it he lives another 20 years. She does it for the next 20 years. She retires at age 44, very wealthy. So yes, that's a great career. Fuck it. I have to be married for 20 years to Belichick. Yeah. Dunk your fucking salty balls on me a few times.
You personally?
No, I'm talking about come on now.
Are you offering yourself up? We could find you an old rich coach if you want.
Yeah, whatever.
You want to be what? Look at this. I want your comments on this. Do you have the old game fired up?
Oh, this? Yeah. You want me to?
Well, no, not yet.
Oh.
Next, after the commercial break. Look at this, Falcon. You want to be what? Did you see Steve Nash went on a podcast and he said, I wanted to be black?
Wait, what?
I wanted your comments on this.
The picture of him right now, he looks like a fucking
lunatic
geeky cracker. He looks like the biggest cracker in the entire world. And I wanted to be black. I mean, just his expression, like, dude, that is epic.
He was on some podcast. This is a Michael Carvella's subject. He wanted to hear what we had to say about it.
Oh,
I told him I was going to say live on the air. Yeah, me too, from the waist down. But but Steve Nash was on a podcast and he was just free flowing, and he's like, yeah, as I was growing up, they had this player, Dominique Wilkins, this guy, and he's like, man, I was looking at all these guys and I loved the basketball, and I thought, man, I wish I was black. Like, have you ever had a moment like that?
I mean, no, not really. I've just always loved who I am. So that's good enough, yo.
You've never sat around the bar trying to rap and thought, man, I wish I had rap skills. You never wished you were anything other than yourself. It's a Dave Matthews song. Dancing Nancy's.
Yeah. All right, Nancy.
Don't we always sometimes wonder, what if I was this or
Nancy
that?
guy?
What'd you call me?
Nancy. Dancing Nancy.
I need another Guinness. Hey, why? Hey, right before the commercial break, pull up that old game. We want the viewers to see it.
All right. So I found this at my mom's house, and this is a original game. He and I used to play this because you had player 1, player 2 to be able to, pitch.
Why does it look like there's 3 players? Oh, what's the middle?
The middle is the hitting. And then one
okay.
side was pitching for each side. One side, this side pitching over here, and then this side. But anyways, put 2. It still works, buddy. This is from the 1980s original.
So whoever's up the bats in the middle.
Yep.
So you young guys out there watching, hold it up to the camera real quick. So you guys, you young guys watching, there goes the ball across. Yeah, I saw it. This is the video games we grew up with.
Oh.
So if you think these old fucks have no imagination, these are the video games we had.
Oh, I lined out. Dude, and check it out. I had to replace it. No joke. And everybody saw it's just little dots on there, right? 2
gigantic
9-volt fucking batteries for that. So yeah, this is my original from there, and it still works to this day. Isn't that amazing?
The crazy thing, Falcon,
40 years old. No, seriously, this thing's 40 years old.
I know you're serious. I never said you were. The craziest thing is that's probably worth quite a bit of money.
I doubt
quite
it.
a bit of money.
It's
We'll
in
be
good
back.
shape.
We'll be back.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right. At 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. Numbers going up, I need a plaque. I need diamond girls to floss like I got too much plaque. All I do is chill at the crib and kill a track. You're probably on the menu if you say you rap. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a
Oh, Theo killed the one. Oh, Max, no, you almost fell. Go ahead, Max. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, Lord have
Wait, what you got there?
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
What'd you say?
What are you doing over there? I don't know, Yosemite Sam? Jesus Christ.
I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see if you would notice.
Like, oh, I didn't notice you having a fucking handgun going, hey.
I just wanted to see if you'd notice.
Oh my God. Oh.
It's home defense. It's okay. It's not even loaded. I just wanted to see if my co-host would notice.
How would you not notice that? I mean, the only thing that'd be more obvious is if you would have had like a fucking RPG. You would have wait, hold on a second. RPG on your shoulder, like Jesus Murphy.
An RPG is a bit extreme, folks. This is what just happened. If you're watching on YouTube or X, please chime in. I know we don't have as many viewers today as we normally do, but maybe we're annoying the crowd. Falcon, have you ever asked for a pay cut?
No.
Well, I'm not asking for a raise. I'm going to actually be asking for a pay decrease.
That is so stupid. What if he gives it to you?
I win.
Ugh, you know what? I am going to zone you out for the rest of today.
So, the Tennessee quarterback, Lamaliva, Lama leaving. He decided after he led Tennessee to the playoffs, and we talked about this Monday night on Monday Night Quarterback. He decided the $2.4 million that Tennessee was paying him wasn't enough. And I've heard rumors that his dad was in his ear. So he just didn't show up to spring practice. And he told Tennessee, if you want me to stay at Tennessee, you got to pay me at least $4 million. Tennessee said, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So he's like, all right, I'm going to shop myself around. Tulane said no. I mean, this guy could not find a deal. Right before our show, rumors are that UCLA is going to sign him, but for less than he was making at Tennessee. This dude negotiated himself down to a pay cut.
Serves him right. Exactly. Like, again, I want control. This NIL shit is so out of control, dude.
I saw. I saw. Oh, was it somebody on 12 Ounce Sports? It might have been Captain Lou. Maybe it was a big name in sports, in the sports world, that said, we need this to happen. This needs to happen. These guys are out of their minds. They're like in a bubble. Like literally every other college program said, no, you were probably getting the most that you were worth. UCLA signs him. Rumors have it for well under $2 million. He screwed himself, and he took Tennessee to the playoffs, and now he's going to the doormat of the Big Ten.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas he could have stayed there another year, and guess what? They may have gone further in the playoff picture here. And guess what? You're going to make more money than what you're making now. And guess what? Your stock's going to rise for the NFL. So, like, yeah, like, people need to see this shit as an example. Like, just stay with your shit, honor your commitments. Like, if you're one of the best players out there to play in the NFL, they're going to find you and they're going to put you in there. So,
well,
honor your commitments, folks.
The problem is, Falcon Meister, there's no commitment in college. Like,
I'm giving the advice. Honor your commitments.
There's no commitments in college. You can transfer as many times as you want.
I know.
So you're saying honor something that doesn't exist. I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just saying, if you're a good person, if everybody was just a good human, right, and just went out there and just honored their commitments.
You're saying it again. There's no commitments in college.
Yeah, I get it.
You're saying to honor something that doesn't exist. We're repeating ourselves.
No, there is a commitment. You committed to a school. You committed to go play for a school for X amount of money. So yes, that's a commitment.
No, he did honor his commitment. That money he got was for one season.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad.
No, yeah, he wanted more this season. Tennessee said,
I got it.
No,
okay,
we're not going to pay.
I just thought he was trying to do a holdout, saying, I want more, I'm not coming back. Okay, I got it now.
No, he wanted
a year-to-year thing. He was doing a year-to-year thing.
He wanted more than he got last year because he, quote, took them to the playoffs, but they went to the playoffs for much more reasons than him. Yeah. The system's fucked, and whoever I heard this past week say, they're right. We need more of these cases. We need guys shooting themselves in the foot because the system is absolutely fucked. And he screwed himself. Tennessee's out of a quarterback. Maybe they'll bounce back. I don't know. But it's just kind of funny, if you have the wrong person in your ear, that's why you need good peers. You need good parents to give you good advice. This guy got bad advice. Oh, you're worth way more than $2.4 million. I don't know where he got that idea, because if you look at the numbers, he's a very mid quarterback. He had nothing to do with. I mean, he had something to do that.
No, but it wasn't like he put the team on his shoulders and he carried them the entire season. Could he become that player? Is it possible? I mean, you know quarterbacks. I mean, what year is he? Is he a sophomore?
Let's look up his.
Because from my outside of the Ohio State game, and generally over the course of their season, I thought he had a halfway, like he was maybe slightly above average quarterback. He had a couple like pretty good games, like really good games.
He's going to be a junior.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So he was a sophomore, first year starting.
So he completed 63% of his passes, only 2,600 yards, which is like middle of the pack, and he had 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. His 19 touchdowns was like pretty low too for college.
It is, but his ratio, if you're looking at it, right, starter, he's sophomore, first year starting. His touchdown to interception ratio for first year starting and still being an underclassman, that's actually not a bad ratio. I'm saying he has potential. So if he would have wrote it out there, that's all I'm saying. If he wrote it out in Tennessee over the next
I'm going to disagree because if he had that potential, somebody would have gave him the money. I don't think he has that potential. I think he's reached his potential. Jace Falcon, somebody would have gave him the money if he had what you say.
He could have gone back to Tennessee for the same amount of money. They would have brought him back for the same amount. He asked for more.
That's the whole point of the subject. He shot himself in the foot. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
But he gave himself a pay cut. So, to each their own. I wish him well. I don't wish anybody ill will. I just think that's a terrible decision.
It was a terrible decision.
I don't think it's the first time we see it. Hey, what do you eat when you go to the game?
Go to what game?
Baseball, basketball, football. What do you eat?
It depends. Like baseball, I always got to have a hot, wherever I'm at, I got to have a hot dog. Especially if I'm in Cleveland, got to get the Burtman's mustard, right? Brown mustard on it. I mean, it's tradition. I don't know. Football, I'm usually just getting beers.
If you were in the first row of an NBA basketball game, would you eat spaghetti?
Yeah, fuck no. Are you kidding me?
I'm really stressed, so I thought I would take you for a spa day, just you and me.
A what day?
A spa day.
What is this word spa? I feel like you're starting to say a word and you're not finishing it. Are you trying to say spaghetti? Are you taking me for a spaghetti day?
No, Charlie, I wasn't trying to take you for a spaghetti day. Oh, God, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's okay. That's all right. I'm doing something nice here. I tell you what, let's go to a movie. Want to go to a movie?
Dee, I go to a movie or a spaghetti place with you, and
spaghetti place. Some maniac was eating spaghetti in the first row of an NBA game at Golden State. Like, what are you doing?
Are you kidding me? Wow.
These fancy mofos, like he's eating spaghetti.
That's a bad spot to be at, eating spaghetti, man. Because you're kind of like, if you're on courtside, man, the ball or a player could be jumping on your lap at any given time.
The thing is why are they even serving it there? Like, who goes to
why are they even serving spaghetti at a game, right?
Who goes to a sporting event and say, you know what, I could use a nice plate of pasta?
You're right, dude. That's one of the worst foods you can even possibly think of. I can think of a fried, maybe you take macaroni and cheese bites, but you have deep fry them.
Yeah.
No, not this.
Side note, the lady on the bottom left looks like she's about to scold somebody.
Yeah, kind of.
But I mean, why do they even serve that there? What just happened? It's so weird.
That's hilarious.
Hey,
did you happen to notice where that was?
Golden State.
Golden State, okay.
Which in a weird way makes sense. Right? Am I wrong?
I mean, it's kind of weird out there nowadays from what I hear. So
hey, did you know even Major League Baseball players get bored sometimes during the game? Watch this. I think it's a Seattle player. He's got his seeds. What is he doing? What just happened?
What is he doing with those seeds?
What just happened?
What?
What just happened? What is he doing?
Are those tombstones? I mean, is this dark?
I don't know.
Cemetery?
Oh, that's a great point. Is he making tombstones?
Yeah, it could be tombstones. Look at that. They're little piles.
I took the sound off so we don't get a copyright strike from YouTube, but the copyright, the sound, the announcer's like he's planting trees, but they're not tree seeds. Like he's not planting trees.
Oh no, not at all.
What is this guy
That's
doing?
hilarious.
He's clearly bored out of his mind.
Oh yeah, he's probably is that a pitch? He's got to be a starting pitcher on an off day.
He gets paid to play baseball. What do you remember anything crazy you did? You and I were fanatics when it comes to sports when we were kids. So maybe we didn't. Did you do anything crazy like pick daisies when you were in outfield when we were just little young?
In t-ball, I did for sure. I was pulling out the fucking dandelions. I was setting crisscross applesauce. Yeah, totally.
Well,
I mean, in t-ball, yeah. First, you gotta remember kindergarten, dude. A kindergartner doesn't even like. They're basically just a fucking little maniac that has no structure and like is just wild to the fucking wolves, right? Well, that's what we did. Our minds wandered. We just sit there because the ball would never come to the outfield.
So I've heard the saying, there's no meaningless position on a baseball field, but nobody's, whoever said that didn't watch T-ball, because anybody in the outfield is going to be very bored.
Yes, very bored.
So we can't blame you for that, Falcon.
I understand.
Hey, you're going to love this. I wish your son was watching right now because, oh, no, not this one. A different one. A future subject. Hold on. So does your son's school or daughter's school do this? Parents compete, probably not hockey because you guys would kill each other, but, for whatever, track and field or lacrosse, basketball. I know basketball is a big one where the parents play. Have you ever, your kid's school, some schools do this where the parents compete in the sport that their kids compete in.
They do like a fun family night sort of thing, right? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like sometimes in the past, like we've done like, not through the school, but like through the hockey teams that they played on. So like my daughter's team this last year, we went out there as kids versus parents. So it was the girls against everybody else. I even went out there, yours truly. I suck. I can barely skate, but I'm out there too. And the girls are all having a good old time. And but yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's usually for fun.
So this school had a parents' race, but there was an 8-time Olympic medalist, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Pick a name, lady. First of all, side story.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Wait, what?
Side story. I don't know why this gets under my skin, but women with 5 hyphenated names, settle on a name for Christ's sake. I don't care if you were married 4 times. Just pick one of them. Jesus Christ.
Are you Shelly or are you Shelly-Ann?
But she was an 8-time Olympic medalist, and she went up against other parents. This is hilarious. Look at this. She's getting warmed up.
Sweet Jesus.
She just
isn't even close.
It's not even close.
Not even close. Dude, she's like a perfect fucking she looks like Flojo. She looks like Flojo from the 80s, right? Jesus Christ. Like, this is not even. Oh my God.
Mom still got it.
I mean, not
look
even
how fast look how fast she is. This is crazy.
What the fuck?
I don't think that's fair.
No.
The other parent, I think there's a parent in jeans over there. Hold on. Far left.
Yeah, she is. And probably flip-flops.
You think you're going to beat an 8-time?
I'm going to flip-flops and fucking jeans. And we're out there with a track stud, like 8-time Olympic medalist.
You think you're going to beat an 8-time Olympic medalist in jeans?
No. Dude, not in my wildest dreams.
So I saw that and I wanted to make that a topic because I thought
that's awesome though.
That would be funny to watch the Falconmeister try to play hockey, even though you're a huge hockey fan. Your son's an elite hockey player. I'm going to call him that. You've never played hockey. I don't know what's your skate skills.
Oh, non-existent. I can't even stop. I can do a T-stop, which is when you have one skate going forward and you drag the other one behind you. It's the most basic figure skating one that you can do. It's the first one and then I know how to snow plow a little bit. I can't hockey stop, so I either do a T-stop or I try to do a wide angle or I run into the boards. Those are your options.
If the Salem Rocks ever have a parents' night where the parents play hockey, please let me know. I will drive up with my cameras and we will broadcast it live on 12 Ounce Sports, please.
Dude, you remember the Jackass show? That's basically I'll be fucking Steve-O out there, basically.
Yeah. Would you start a fight?
No, I wouldn't start. I mean, maybe with Alex for fun.
Maybe one of the moms, something like that.
Really?
You could always cop a Phil, you know.
I don't know about all that.
We need hazard pay for umpires, and we need it now. Soak this in, Falcon. Watch this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, dude.
So I've always wondered.
He's got to have a concussion.
So let's have a little bit of a discussion about this because we still have 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, okay,
Yeah.
as much bat speed as these guys have, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, the players at the corners, first and third, have gloves to protect themselves. And they're, you know, world-class athletes. They can move quicker. Why are the umpires who are generally over 60 years old slow? I mean, they might be good umpires. I'm just saying slow to move around. Why are they standing that, you know, close to home plate where the ball still hasn't lost velocity, or B, not wearing helmets? I mean, somebody's going to get killed.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, well, and you saw in the previous frame, right? That was up there in the picture. You got to think about it when you're in the corners, right? First base or third base umpire, especially first base. Look where he's looking. He's got to look across, right? Because he's looking at the runners. He's looking at like anything that's across the field. He has to. He has a field of his field of vision responsibility is where he has to look, and it catches him blindsided. I mean, if there's a runner on first, it's going to be even worse because he's got to angle his body to look more towards the runner's side. You're going to have less of the less of your vision with the ball coming at you. Yeah, I don't know why that has not been addressed yet.
Here's what scares me. So and this is slow-mo, right? Once or 2 seconds of slow-mo, so it's a split second in real life. He goes from his hands down.
Yep. Just calm.
So when he recognizes the ball's coming at him, he has no time to react.
No. Oh my Lord.
That is 2 seconds in slow-mo. 2 seconds in slow-mo is probably a quarter of a second in real time.
Correct. Yep. For sure. Oh. Is he okay? Do you know?
I mean, that's scary stuff. Let me look it up.
I mean, yeah, wow, dude. That's brutal.
He went to the hospital, so we're looking it up here.
Yeah, no, I mean, guaranteed. I would have guessed that right off the bat for sure.
The image on NBC News, he's got a towel up against his head. Oh, he's going to need stitches. So he was coherent in speaking, but going through a concussion protocol. He's going to need some stitches.
Yep.
I mean, that's scary stuff.
Yeah, dude. I mean, think about that. Some of those balls, they got the exit velocity. I mean, what? I mean, you've seen these, right? Over 110 miles an hour exit velocities.
Yeah.
I mean, 110 mile an hour, and that object, and you know how hard a baseball is. I mean, people have died in the past. Remember? I mean, you can go to that baseball history. Pitchers have died taking shots off their fucking melon.
So, no, some people are going to hear this and say, well, you know, it's worth the risk, but it's really not. But I mean, on average, umpires make between $300,000 and $400,000 a year, but they're always on the road. They're always getting screamed at, and they have this threat of I mean, you guys can make light of it if anybody's watching, but this is the threat of death. Like, this could have killed him.
Yep. Oh no, for sure. 100%.
A
What if it
line
hits him
drive.
all I had to do is hit him in the temple. He would have been out. He would have been dead.
Yeah.
Look how close that was to his temple where it hit. It hit the side of his head.
It looks like it hit just above and behind his ear.
Yeah. So you're talking like an inch and a half to the left, hits his temple, he dies.
Yeah.
That's how close.
For $400,000 a year.
Right.
I mean,
that's fucked up, man.
Let's put helmets on these guys. I mean, the home plate umpire, and if you think that's goofy, you're going to put helmets on the first and third base umpire. The home plate umpire has a helmet on for a reason.
Correct. And with those exit velocities nowadays, right? Because it's a combination of pitchers throwing harder in general and the bat speed and all that stuff. The combination of the two is it's a super dangerous thing. Like,
yeah,
they definitely need to invest in some safety gear for the corners for sure.
And another argument I would have people like, oh, that's too much pay for an umpire. The pitcher on the mound at that point is probably making $10 million this year. I mean, come on.
Right. No, they need to be paid.
Yeah. Hey, last subject, and then we'll go offline. We appreciate people watching. If you're watching on YouTube or X, you can always comment. Nobody's going to comment tonight, but why is your phone on the ice? There's a crazy moment from the USA Germany, Worlds that Caroline Harvey's phone appeared to hit the ice. Watch this, Falcon, and I want to talk to you about it.
So there was actually a phone on the ice. I don't know who had it in their back pocket. Hopefully that's not an iPhone 16 or something like that. Those things are expensive. Whose is it? And
I don't know if anyone wants to claim it on the ice.
Boy.
So we were thinking, whose could it be? Well, let's take another look here. Collision down low in the corner. No phone, no phone, no phone. Harvey pops up. Oh, no, there's a phone. So that may be.
Why is a player's phone in her pants?
Are you kidding me?
What just happened?
What? Dude, they're gonna figure out whose it is. I mean, it's pretty simple. There's only so many players on the ice.
But why is your phone in your uniform?
You don't need it. Leave it in the locker. What are you doing?
What just happened?
Well,
humans
idea.
are so addicted to these things that even
I got it. She put it on like a repeat fucking timer, right? And made it go off and it vibrated and she had it on her pussy.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
I went there.
We went really blue at the end of the show. You must have 2 or 3 beers in you at this point.
Not even quite 2, but I got other stuff in me.
What? Where's he at?
That's what she said.
Dude, what I mean, seriously, these are young people. Young people are so addicted to these.
Oh,
this hockey player had her phone.
Crazy, dude.
Had her phone in her uniform. There it is, right there.
Yeah, and you're talking about USA versus Germany. So you're not talking about like, minor leagues or da-da-da. You're talking like one of the top you're talking about one of the top I think it's the top women's team for the United States.
So you can see the sign that says CD Rise. It drops right there out of her pocket.
Oh yeah.
See it on the ice?
There. Yep.
Like, why is your phone in your pocket?
Right by the board, right?
Yeah, you're an elite hockey player. Leave it in the locker room.
Like, there's no reason to have it at all.
What are you texting your boyfriend or girlfriend while you're on the bench in between shifts? Like, what the hell just happened?
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Hey, we made it through an hour. 12 Ounce Sports. We're live on YouTube, X, Roku, and Fire TV. Falcon, it's always a pleasure doing a show with you. We made it through the hour. I don't know how. Sometimes we go off the rails. We didn't yawn there was 0 yawns this week.
Woo! I was locked in, brother.
Folks, thanks for watching. Thursday's the new Friday. You can catch the replay on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's Easter. Have a Good Friday tomorrow. Have a good Easter Sunday with your family. We are out. Peace.